nothing. Somebody gave me this fan. Why do people give me broken stuff? Because maybe it's fixable. Alright, well, the first thing with an appliance, I always try to figure out if power is actually getting to the motor. So, we gotta figure that out. To do that, I want to get into here. How does this come apart? Let's see. Screwdriver here. And if we'll get into this motor housing, so I can get to the other end of this cord where it connects to the motor, and we can test and see if power is getting there. Right. If this does work, I'll end up cleaning this whole thing too. Let's see. I'll take the fan blades off. Screws in here, a little hair in here. Let's see. There we go. Just try to get into this casing here. I think there's a screw or something behind the switch. We'll remove the switch and see. I don't even know what brand this is. I should look, I guess. Oh yeah, there's a screw back in there. Here we go. The screw hidden behind there, right there. Still have to get into this. There we go. If somehow these wires release. Yes. So those are quick connections. So I got to keep track of which wires go where. Put a little piece of masking tape on here, and I'm going to write the wire colors onto the tape so I know which color wire goes to which location on the switch. Alright, there's the switch. Now, this casing will probably come off of here. Wire nut. Okay, there we go. So black wire goes to that wire nut. Make sure that stays on. Alright, that was tricky. Now, what I want to see is if there's power coming through the cord. Take my voltmeter. Let's see. Turn that on. I will connect my voltmeter with some little alligator clips to this wiring, incoming wiring. That, like that. Be sure those are on there, nothing's touching. Okay. Here we go. Plug this in. Yeah, I'm getting a reading. Let's see what's going on. Make sure test all this. Wire comes through here. I've got power. Oh, wait, I wiggle it. Yeah, see, it totally drops out. I lose power when I pull on that wire a little bit down in here. So I think I've got a bad wire probably up in here where it's been worked with all the flexing, probably with the oscillating motion over the years. Alright, so I got to get in here. Start from the top down. I'm going to remove the little wire clamp that's holding the power wire up here. Take that off. Let's see, I'll take the screw, don't lose the screw. Keep those together right there. Disconnect the oscillating arm. There we go. Clamp screw here, holding the motor mount in. Okay, that didn't do anything. Oh yeah, it did. There we go. Okay, motor out of the way. Oh, look at that. That just broke right off. So yes, that is a bad wire. Well, that's easy enough to fix. I just have to feed some more of the cord up through the housing here, and you know, just get rid of the bad part. Let's see. Let me get in here. Take that out. Yeah, all right. So we got to feed some more wire through there. There's a bracket here that is acting as the clamp for the wire. There's a sleeve, a little clear plastic insulating sleeve on here. I'm going to copy that length. I'm going to get it back about that far. There we go. That's plenty to work with. Yeah. All right. Right there. Put this back together. Oh, wait a minute. This goes in here. This goes in here. There we go. Okay. Oh, I should have fed this through before I put that on. I can see that. Yeah, you know, sometimes I learn the hard way. Most of this stuff's pretty simple, so you just figure it out as I go along. But that's got to go up through the pivot bracket there. There we go. Yeah, it works. All right. Inserts in there. Where's my lock screw? Okay, that's in. Reconnect our pivot arm. Okay, now I've got to strip back some wire here. Now I'm ready to put this back on. But before I put this together and put all this, I'm gonna clean all these. I'm gonna take these over to the laundry sink and just clean it all up so it's nice and fresh, and yeah, get rid of all the dust and dirt. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I've cleaned all the parts up. Now we can put things back together here. Let's see. This housing goes on here first, I think. I'm gonna reach in there with something. Reach in there with these forceps and grab those wires, bring them through. There we go. Here's all my wires. Okay. Flip that over. Now, I'm gonna secure this housing in place. Right there. Okay. Put our face of the casing on. That. Put our mounting screws back in there. Whoop, lost the screw down through the hole in the bench. Okay, casing's together. Now I'm going to assemble the switch and then test this motor before I put everything else back together, just to be sure that it's all working before I assemble the rest. So you can see how I marked my wire colors on my switch here. So we're going to match these up, stab them into where they came from. Oh, wait a minute. First thing, connect my black wire to the incoming with that wire nut. Okay. And I can tuck that out of the way. Now, I do my incoming to the switch. So white to white. Just stab in there. Red to the R. Green to the G. And yellow to the Y. Okay. Everybody's connected. Now I'm going to test this before I put the rest of it together. Plug it in. Look at that. It works. 3 speeds. All right, I can assemble the rest of it. We will mount our switch into place. The knob just presses on and it only goes one way. I got that far. I forgot to put the wire clamp up on the motor. I'm going to step back and do it. Okay, the wire clamp's back in there. I'm getting better at doing this. Now I can put the cage together. Oh wait, I'm getting punchy here. Test it. Yeah, looks all right. Okay. Put the cage back together. Okay. Lay it down here. I think I do this better laying down. So I might as well put the nameplate horizontal. And the last clamp screw. Which way does that go? I'm not sure. This way or this way? Maybe it doesn't matter. Okay. One more time. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, works great. It was fixable.